Part 3. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 21. 21 Chapter Group Main Welfare. How do you get the trust of Tony Stark? Luzixon is lost in thought. On the other hand, Tony Stark has begun to try to trace the network address of 10,000 Realms chat group. In the underground lab of a Seaview villa, Tony Stark is sitting in front of the computer and operating quickly. There is no abnormality in the firewall, didn't detect other electronic signals nearby. How did the 10,000 Realms Science and Technology chat group invade my network system? Tony Stark fell into meditation. Jarvis, is there a clue? He asked his smart housekeeper. Sorry, sir, I haven't found any clues yet, the voice of the electronic synthesis replied. In the group, Mr. Liu tried to explain, Mr. Stark, the information I sent just now, please don't doubt I don't have any malicious intentions to you, here is just a chat room. Like your chat room on other web platforms, the 10,000 Realms Science and Technology chat room is a more advanced chat room that can communicate information from different time and space. Tony Stark, do you think I will believe it? Mr. L, this is really hard to believe, but since aliens, gods, and mutants exist, why can't there be such a platform? You can also use it as an alien science and technology communication platform. Luzixon's words made Tony Stark wonder, and some of the words Luzixon mentioned, he did faintly know some news. The Earth he is on is not so simple, and all kinds of strange events are endless. In comparison, this exchange platform is indeed not impossible. In order to continue to win the trust of Tony Stark, Luzixon said, whether you believe it or not, in short, this is a harmonious communication platform, no harm to you. As a group owner, in order to show sincerity, I will send you a new person's welfare. After that, Luzixon sent the random red envelope to Tony Stark. Red envelope, what is this? Tony Stark hesitated. What, wouldn't it be a computer virus? His computer information, but there are a lot of important information. For example, Stark Industries confidential documents, steel armor manufacturing methods, arc reactor reaction formulas, and so on. This item can't be leaked. Many people are eager to get this information, including the military. But he also thought that if the other party wants to attack his information base, I am afraid that I will get it early, and I don't have to wait for it now. So Tony Stark still ordered the red envelope, and only a picture was projected in the red envelope. It was an architectural plan, and Tony Stark recognized it at a glance. This is the architectural picture of his father's founding Stark Industries Park. On the side of the picture, there is also a sentence, the new elements of the reactor are in the building map. What? Tony Stark turned pale with fright. How did the other person know about this? He forced the small arc reaction furnace into the chest because of palladium poisoning. This small arc reaction furnace is the source of energy for the steel armor and is also the one that sustains his life. The effect is not good, and his poisoning situation has been deepened step by step. When the palladium element enters the heart, it is when he dies. He studied countless methods and could not find results. He even gave up looking for, prepared to drunk and dream, and enjoy the last days of life. No one knows this except him, and the people around him even think he is crazy. But this mysterious Mr. L actually knows and said such a strange sentence. He looked at the architectural picture carefully, and the faint appointment seemed to be aware of something. Jarvis, zoom in, Tony Stark yelled. The structure of the building was enlarged, and the divine light in the mind of Tony Stark flashed, and he said, remove all the extra decorations, leaving only the skeleton structure. The smart system is done, and what happens next to Tony is a strange structure. It looks like an atomic structure diagram that I have conceived. Atomic structure map, is this a brand new element? Tony Stark yelled, isn't that what he is looking for? Unexpectedly, the secret was hidden in the picture that father left for him. The original father had already discovered it. This is the most precious legacy he left for himself. If it weren't for this Mr. L reminder, he would not find it at all. His eyes are hot, and if this element can be synthesized, it can solve his palladium poisoning situation. If there is a hope of living, who is willing to give up? At this moment, Tony Stark is full of spirits, hope, just in front of you. He quickly said in the chat group, "It's incredible, buddy, if this is true, I mean if this element can be synthesized, I owe you a big man." After that, his avatar shows off the line, and obviously can't wait to do research. Luzixon also got tips from the chat group. Complete the task, win trust. Get mission rewards, group space is on. Get it, Luzixon relaxed, no matter what, Tony Stark will not be hostile to this group at least. I can make Iron Man owe a favor, haha, and develop it later. He was so dark, was he looking for Tony to play with a steel mech? However, Iron Man seems to regard his mech as a taboo, and only friends who are born and die together are eligible to open one. If you blindly find him, I am afraid it will be rejected. Tony Stark has been offline for the next few days. Even with an atomic structure diagram, it is very difficult to synthesize a new element, and he is still thinking of a solution. Luzixon is also continuing to do business with the company. The popularity of Desolate Battlegrounds is growing and the work is starting. Company personnel must also expand their enrollment, and the office space is not enough. Fortunately, I have already signed a few advertising contracts, first got a part of the advertising costs, or Luzixon really has no money to do these things. These inputs are worthwhile, as expected, after more than a month, when the fees for some channels of Desolate Battlegrounds were received, and the growth of value-added services. At that time, Hongxing Company could reach tens of millions of water every month. At that time, it was the beginning of making money. The company is developing, but competitive pressures are inevitable. Other game companies have some moves, but it doesn't matter. Only the Tencent game is ready to beat them. The Tencent game releases news and will release 2 premium eating chicken mobile games in advance. One of them is a genuine agent, and the other is an improvement. Under the control of both, it is ready to attack Desolate Battlegrounds. Not only that, but Tencent Games also refuse to cooperate with Red Letter Games in any way, for reasons of review. Desolate Battlegrounds on several of their gaming platforms. Tencent's platform has always been a big player in the flow of players, so the popularity of Desolate Battlegrounds has been significantly hit. In the office, several people at Luzixon's meeting were serious, and the pressure on Tencent's game has greatly affected them. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 22. 22 The beginning of the 22 chapter. Lu Tong said, "Since Tencent has removed our games, the game traffic has plummeted by a third." Zuan habitually lifted his glasses and worked continuously for more than a month. He became thinner and his temperament was a bit calmer. "Seriously, there are really a few small leaders," he said. "This is only one aspect. We have already talked about several advertisers because of this. We have suspended cooperation and negotiation. It is estimated that they are all watching the battle." Luzixon nodded and he understood the situation. Now that the Tencent game is suddenly in trouble, the company is facing a crisis and there are only 3 options. The first is compromise. If compromised, the conditions of the Tencent game are promised, and this Luzixon will never accept. The second is to rely on the big tree to enjoy the cool, and alliance with other game companies. But in this case, there are also a lot of cakes. Third, it is hard and positive. This choice is the hardest, and it is almost impossible for Red Letter employees to operate. And the Tencent game is hard and positive? Is it possible? That is the domestic internet giant. Their small company, which was founded less than 3 months ago, was a small ant in front of the other party and had no chance of winning. Both Lutong and Zuan looked at Luzixin and waited for his decision. Luzixin patted the table, since they want to compete with us, then do it with them. The market has proven that our games are more popular. When Luzixin's decision was heard, Lutong and Zuan looked at each other and did not agree. Lutong euphemistically said, "Octopus, I think we are still in the middle. Some other game platforms have already contacted us, we cooperate with them, more confident." Zuan also suggested, "Our current strength is too weak, and it is expected to be very miserable with Tencent." "What are you afraid of?" Luzixin asked. "If we compromise this time, what about the next time? My purpose is very clear, even if it is a temporary loss of some benefits, do it." If Luzixin wants to make a fortune, he has already packaged the company and the game together. His goal is to create a huge science and technology enterprise. No matter who you are, you can't. Behind him, there are already two science and technology screaming, "What are you afraid of? If there is a problem, you report to me, I want to solve it." Luzixin's tone is already decided, no doubt. Lutong and Zuan are helpless, but they can only do it. For the Tencent game, I am afraid that it will be badly hurt. They only hope that they don't become as bad as they think. On the internet, Tencent's series of initiatives also attracted netizens to talk about it. "Tencent is really awkward, give Desolate Battlegrounds this trick, it's hard to do this. Yeah, I used to log in with the Tencent account, it won't work now, I have to re-register." How many players are lost in Desolate Battlegrounds? Not only a few live broadcasts of Tencent holdings, but now the live channel of Desolate Battlegrounds has been closed. It is also said that the review, this is the bottom of the salary, broke their publicity channels. There are also things that don't matter. Take my ass, Tencent's 2 eating chicken mobile games will be released tomorrow. Really, I hope to be more fun than Desolate Battlegrounds. Wow, my favorite star recorded a promotional video for them, I have to play. A lot of activities. Playing Tencent's eating chicken mobile game tomorrow will send the skin of King of Glory. There are countless primary school students who are tempted by the wind. The major game companies are also sitting on the mountain. Tencent is as arrogant as ever. Tisk tisk, this red letter game is too new, actually choose and Tencent just face, I don't know who is fearless. Look at the next week, the popularity of the mobile game is estimated to change again. When the popularity of Desolate Battlegrounds falls, send people to contact, it is best to buy them, such a good game is the most suitable for us. Things have just begun, at 6 p.m. that day. At this point in time, when the online game players began to skyrocket, the students let go of school, the office workers also got off work, and they had time to start the game. But at this time, the Red Letter Games company had a major event. Zoo manager, an emergency, the employee reported, because there are too many players, the server has exploded. Zuan is responsible for this piece, a game, if the server is unstable, it is very influential to the player experience. He quickly asked, which server? All, the employee said in a hurry. 3 minutes ago, all the servers of our mobile game were all smashed. All, Zuan smelled a bad breath, and all the servers exploded, which meant that the game was closed in a short time. For the player, this is a very bad experience. It is conceivable that the sound of the cymbal is definitely not less. And most importantly, Desolate Battlegrounds is now being attacked by Tencent Games, with so many products on the game market. Without their game, players can play other games. This reduction is a huge blow. Zuan said quickly, hurry to release an announcement that the server is under emergency shutdown and the development time is to be determined. The inconvenience caused to the player will be compensated for the appropriate game currency. Okay, the staff immediately went to perform. And Zuan is to contact the machine room. Red Letter Games Company, because of funding problems, does not currently have its own computer room, it is a lease server. What, you can't do anything? Zuan contacted the computer room, and there was no way. We signed the contract, you must resolve it as soon as possible, otherwise it is a violation of the contract, Zuan said righteously. You can rest assured that we are expedited. Give a clear time, how long? This is embarrassing, we need to find the problem before we know. The staff at the engine room returned to the road. Zuan is not light, such a big leak, how did they do it? No way, he can only report this issue to Lu Zixin. Octopus, that's the case, there was a problem in the machine room, and now it's not certain when the server can be opened, said Zuan. After his report was finished, Lu Tong went in and reported, Octopus, we just found a problem, there are a lot of black accounts, crowded servers, causing network congestion, and our game's official website has also been hacked, also trying to attack the company network. This is someone doing things, Lu Zixin can still not understand, it is clear that some people secretly engage in their company. We have already done emergency treatment, but the problems of the computer room and the hacker have no way to deal with it for the time being, Lu Tong reluctantly said, would you like foreign aid? No, Lu Zixin asked. Are our new computer room built? Zuan said, the place has been found, the network has been laid, that is, the machine has not been bought yet. This is Lu Zixin's early explanation and must have its own computer room. Well, you have to deal with other things first, the computer room and the hacker, I will solve it, Lu Zixin said. Zuan and Lu Tong are very confused, Octopus to solve. How is he solved? This is not a trivial matter that one can accomplish. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 23. 23. The 23 chapter sprinkles water. The company is busy, and the players of Desolate Battlegrounds complain about it. What the hell, is it hard to take a break today? Say 2 games, the server will blow up directly. Garbage game, stop and do not notice in advance. Lao Zi even pushed his girlfriend's date, and fuck waited for this news. Small companies are small companies, and even a server can't do it well. Hey, let's count on Tencent's game. Despite the pit money, it's better to have a better gaming experience. Everyone is watching, the official website of Desolate Battlegrounds has been hacked, and now it can't be opened. Hee, a cool for them. The major game companies have noticed unusual places. There are also advertisers calling to ask them when they can fix the game. After all, it has signed contracts with advertisers. In the office, Lu Zixin is in urgent contact with Red Queen. He is very clear that if this wave is solved by Red Letter Games Company alone, it will definitely hurt. It is better to go directly to Red Queen for help, once and for all. He is Red Queen, almost a second, and Red Queen appears in the group. Red Queen, what are the owners looking for me? Emoticon, doubt. Mr. L, let's find you a favor, that's it, the game you helped me made last time was very successful. He is also welcome, directing things to Red Queen. After reading Red Queen, he said, this is definitely a malicious business competition, there are many cases in my database. Emoticon, however, Red Queen has already seen everything. Mr. L, yes, so I want to ask for your help. Red Queen, small, it's on me, wait for me. Emoticon, I will be back. Lu Zixin waited silently for the message, and after halfway disappeared, the group prompted, Red Queen sent you a red envelope. A festive red pattern appeared on the chat group's interface, and Lu Zixin hurried. You got Red Queen's red envelope, got a set of advanced web servers, a top hacker skill book, a game upgrade patch, and a game PC version. There are 4 things in the red envelope, each of which is what Lu Zixin needs. Advanced web server is the unit that builds the computer room, and the top hacker skill book, as long as it learns, can resist the attacks of those hackers by itself. The rest of the program is about the game. One is a game upgrade and the other is a computer version of the eating chicken game. As a result, several difficulties facing the red letter game will be resolved. Not only that, but also the opportunity to develop. Luzixon quickly sent a message in the group, "Thank you so much, great pride." Red Queen, emoticon, sprinkle water. Thanks to Red Queen, Luzixon quickly started to act. The first is the server. He wanted to take it out, but he felt a bit awkward. I went out for a trip and found a place to let Zuan send a car to the server. A row of exquisite high science and technology chassis is placed on the ground, with high-quality science and technology equipment from the umbrella company, which is more powerful than the instruments in the world of Luzixon. After being modified by Red Queen, it is perfectly adapted to contemporary computer equipment, and Red Queen carefully smothered the umbrella company logo. Zuan took the truck of the moving company and came to the place where Luzixon said. He was full of doubts. Luzixon suddenly said that the equipment arrived. He still wondered, when did he buy the equipment? When he got to the place, he was surprisedly said, "The equipment is really bought, where did you buy it?" Take a friend to buy, good things immediately dragged to the company's computer room, find someone to structure well, transfer all the game data to our own computer room, and operate it yourself, Luzixon said. Okay, Zuan asked people to move the instrument. He also asked, "What brand is this? How can I not see the information?" "You don't care about this, just greet you," Luzixon said. "I still have a bunch of things, go first." Luzixon quickly returned to the company, handing over the 2 game programs to Lutong, letting him arrange the game upgrades, and encrypting the computer version of the game program. Luzixon himself is trying to solve the problem of hackers. In the office, he opens the 10,000 Realms Science and Technology chat group and chooses to learn the top hacker skill book in his own inventory. A stream of information poured into his brain. Luzixon originally learned the program language skill book, and it is easier to learn this. 3 minutes later, Luzixon has mastered the top hacking techniques. Luzixon came to the company responsible for information security, and several programmers are busy. "How is it?" Luzixon asked. "When I saw the boss coming over, several programmers looked helpless and guilty. There has been no way the hackers have blacked out our official website and tried to attack the company's internal network and steal our core information. We have broken the important part of the network, but this is useless when the server is opened, the hacker will continue to attack. The game can't be operated, there are a few programmers who can play the red letter game." Luzixon saw the official website, has been replaced by an octopus pattern, the octopus still waving the tentacle. A programmer said, "Octopus, this logo is the logo of the Octopus Hacker Organization. This hacker organization is a bit famous and strong in the country. They once captured the network of a famous network security company. To deal with it we can only find foreign aid. The foreign aid has come, talk to Manager Lu in the office." Luzixon went to Lutong's office and he was negotiating with several people. Those few people are from a famous information technology company. "White manager, you are asking too much," Lutong stressed. "One-time fee is 1 million, too high, and you have to buy your company's security products, too many conditions." The person he called the white manager is well informed and said, "Manager Lu, my price is very reasonable. The damage caused by the hacker will definitely not be only 1 million, as for our company's network security products, that is also for your service, you will definitely use it later. The other side is a Octopus Hacker Organization. They are very famous in the hacker world. We want to solve it and it takes a lot of effort." Lutong thought for a while and asked, "How long will it take you?" "I can't give you an accurate time," Bai Taiping said. "But we will do it as soon as possible." "How, what did Manager Lu say?" "I have brought the technicians." Lutong is hesitant and the company has not much liquidity. Paying so much, you have to buy each other's network security products, and spend a lot. They have the suspicion of looting and robbing, using this opportunity to buy strong sales, but the red letter game is really no way. If you don't solve it now, the loss will only increase. At this moment, Luzixin knocked on the door and said directly to Bai Typing and others, "Sorry, we don't need your help now." "Well, have you solved it?" Bai Typing heart startled, "Is this list flying like this?" The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 24. 24. Does 24 have this kind of operation? Lu Tong also looked at Luzixin with suspicion. Has the problem been solved? Who knows? Luzixin actually shook his head. You don't have to bother you, I will do it myself. You, Bai Typing looked up and down the young man and asked, are you? Lu Tong quickly stood up and said, this is the boss of our red letter game, Octopus. As he introduced, Bai Typing and several colleagues were even more confused. CEO. This young man is the boss of their company? And what did the boss just say? He solved it himself? What is he like? This is a hacker attack, not a computer crash restart. Bai Typing said with a smile, Octopus, our bid is very sincere. I believe that other network security technology companies will not be much cheaper than us. Luzixin emphasizes, no, this kind of thing, I can do it alone. You, Bai Typing shook his head and said, Octopus should not be tempted in business, we are professional. Lu Tong also thought that Luzixin was angry and quickly persuaded, Octopus, now we don't hurry to solve the problem, the loss will be more serious, let them do it quickly. I said no, Luzixin stressed. Don't forget, I am also a computer expert. Lu Tong is speechless, there are so many computer experts here, but the other is a professional hacker. I don't believe it, Luzixin said. In short, don't look for foreign aid, he didn't want to spend a lot of money in vain. Bai Typing smiled in the heart, this octopus still has a temper, he thought he was omnipotent. Lu Tong was awkward and said to Bai Typing and others, our boss is like this. If you are not busy, what are you waiting for? He was afraid that Luzixin couldn't solve it, and he would still ask them. Nothing. Bai Typing said a well thought out emoticon and said, we are not in a hurry, just to see the technology of Octopus. Several colleagues behind him are also the same emoticon, in their opinion. When Luzixin suffers and knows the technology of the other hacker, he knows their importance. At that time, they talked about the conditions and how the boss of this red letter game refused. Luzixin had to deal with hackers personally, which surprised the programmers of Red Letter Games Company. For this young octopus, they have only heard of some sounds. It is said that he is very capable, but no one has actually seen it. Several programmers gave Luzixin a place to let him operate. They stood behind Luzixin and watched them together, as well as Bai Typing and Lu Tong. Some employees whispered in the dark, is it seen? We Octopus said that we have to deal with hackers ourselves. Octopus has this ability, we have no way to work for so long. What's more, the other party is still a famous hacker organization, I heard that the company's company is not sure. It seems that the price is not good, and Octopus is on his sleeve when he is angry, the boss's temper is too hot. Some employees sneaked over there to see how their octopus was operating. Luzixin began, and everyone's eyes gathered on him. Some people are still waiting to see jokes. When Luzixin's fingers touched the keyboard, they found it wrong. Some operations seemed to be engraved in Luzixin's memory. They didn't see what happened, Luzixin was already in operation. His fingers are like phantoms on the keyboard, the computer pages are constantly changing, the various code data keeps on, and they are dazzled. This hand speed, at least 20 years of singles, an employee can't help but want to vomit. The colleague next to him touched him, and he reacted. This is the boss, can't say. Great, several programmers saw the name, Luzixin was looking for vulnerability. Luzixin ignored them, his brain was thinking fast, looking for the flaws of the other side. At the same time, in a certain place in China, a community. A few young people are running fast in front of the computer. They are members of the Octopus hacker organization and the main force attacking the Red Letter Games company. Hey, they started to fight back. A young man with red hair in his hair like a chicken coop shouted. He lit a cigarette and excitedly said, "It's a little bit interesting. The previous few were too much." "It is estimated that it is a request," his companion said with a smile, "but it is useless to ask people, brothers, work." They have a total of 5 people, and although they are not trimmed, they are all hackers who are proficient in computer technology. Among them, Red Hair is the most powerful one, and he is a backbone member of the Octopus hacker organization. No hurry, Red-Haired smoked cigarettes. "The virus that was issued this time is our new research and development. Give them a day, they can crack it and count me to lose. 1 day, 3 days is difficult, unless they ask for foreign aid," companion said with a smile. "It's really comfortable," said Redhead. "This order can make a lot of money. They are not deliberately attacking the Red Letter Game, but someone is paying for them to attack. And the buyer promises that the longer they spend, the more money they have. If you can get the core information of their game, there are definitely many people who are willing to buy it," said one person. "Unfortunately, the other party is still witty, directly disconnected from the network protection, the data is temporarily unavailable." Red-haired brother, there is a problem. When the red-haired and other people smoked, one of the hackers called, the other party, "It seems." "What seems like?" asked Redhead. "It seems to have cracked our virus," said the man. "What?" Several hackers were shocked. "Impossible, this is only a few minutes. Unless the other party is familiar with this computer virus from the beginning, it is absolutely impossible to be so fast. They look at the computer, but the truth is that the other party really cracked their computer virus." "I'm a little bit of it, what's the situation?" hackers yelled. "Hurry up and take your backs out, be sure to suppress them." In the Red Letter Games company, everyone has been stunned by Luzixen's series of operations. From finding the vulnerability of Trojan horse virus to cracking and regaining sovereignty. Luzixen didn't stop and make mistakes in the series of operations, as if he knew how to do it from the beginning. This is actually Luzixen's luck. In the skill book he studied, there is a variety of materials, which just happens to have this aspect. Otherwise, it will take more time. "God, really got it," a programmer shouted in surprise. 2. "How many minutes?" The employees looked at the time. 10 minutes, it's solved. Octopus is really a god. "Is there still such an operation?" someone asked. "Do our bosses are so bullish, this is more than a hacker." Lu Tong is also amazed, Luzixen's technology is so powerful. The company's programmers studied for a long time, no clue, and he was solved by 3 or 2. Waiting for the jokes, by typing, and others are also stunned. Luzixen technology is more than the most powerful technicians in their company. This is not scientific. "Are you doing it?" By typing whispered to several technicians who came together, and several people shook their heads helplessly. One of them sounded shocked and said, "White manager, this is really big. I have been in business for so many years, I have never seen such a cow. I really doubt that he is a world-class hacker." By typing heard his answer and thought to himself that he really stole the dog. He was confident enough just now, and the Red Letter Game had to ask them. "Who knows, this is only a few minutes," Luzixen solved the crisis. "This is awkward. I knew that I didn't ask for so much and work directly, so Luzixen wouldn't do it myself." He regretted his heart. "Octopus is still working," someone whispered. "It seems to be working with hackers." The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 25. 25 Chapter 25 Counterattacks. What, they thought it was over. Who knows that Luzixen is not arrogant, but he still has to work with hackers. Luzixen continues to operate. This is a battle in the virtual world. The 5 hackers from the Octopus were sitting in front of the computer and working together to attack Luzixen. Paralysis, this is where they invited the master. Not simple, a hacker shouted. They just wanted to send the most recent virus, but they were blocked by the other party. It's not simple, this guy is too strong, a hacker was cautious. Red hair, what about your side? Red hair is the strongest of them. At this moment, he is not in the mood to smoke, his hands are fast on the keyboard, and his eyes are waiting for the screen. Bastard, who is it? Is there any other hacker organization that is attacking us? Said Red Hair, gnashing teeth. The strength of the other side is beyond his imagination. There is no way to invade, a hacker reluctantly said. The other party started to trace our network address. Helium, the Red Hair spit a sip. Don't worry, we all use the fake IP address to operate, so many broilers, he can't find it. Catch you, this sentence appeared on the red-haired computer. I was shocked by the red hair. The red-haired face turned from surprise to anger in a short time, and the other party actually found out their real network address. Red hair, he counterattacked, the hackers found that their computers were invaded by each other. Damn, planted, a hacker slammed the keyboard, and it was a shame. As hackers of the Octopus, they not only failed to blacken each other, but they were actually caught by others. If you reach the circle, it is estimated that you will be laughed at by your peers. Dry him, Red Mouse shouted, he still wants to continue to operate, can find that he has protected hundreds of computers, actually under the control of the other party. The text continues to appear on the computer, saying, dare to invade us and think about the consequences. Under the text, there is also an input box, which is obviously used by the other party to communicate. The hackers felt very shameful. They tried for a long time and failed to regain the sovereignty of the computer. Red Hair had to reply, you won, we gave up this attack. There was another message over there, are you funny, going to play in this company and leaving it, don't pay a price. Red-haired input, we are hackers and will not be responsible. Your computer is under my control, said over there. Red hair does not matter, we don't want these computers. It's a waste, the computer is gone, don't you have any information? Some information appears on the red-haired computer. After the red hair was finished, his face changed greatly. The above is the information of several of them, as well as some information that cannot be exposed. Fuck, who is in the computer? Red Hair asked other companions, one of them guilty. One thing is in my computer. I am Pen, Red Mouse said, as a hacker, you actually put important information on your computer, is it courting death? The man succumbed, but other information is not mine. At this time, the Red Hair's computer screen shows, the information is from the property management system I found, and will use this chat. The person sent a contact information, is a chat tool account. It's really planted, the red-haired man slammed on the table and was actually caught by the other. They have a lot of fake identities on the internet, but in reality there is nothing to guard against, and real information is used when renting a house. They did not expect that the other party found their network address, and then found the household information by the property information management system. With this information, plus the information that the other party has, it is enough to make them suffer a lot. What should I do now? Asked one person. What can I do? Redmond sighed. The other party must be conditional, seeing what conditions he is offering. It is not good, we will go abroad, but this place must not stay, move now. At the Red Letter Company, Luzixen moved the place when he counterattacked the other party's computer, lest it be crowded. But even so, his previous actions also brightened the eyes of the employees. Our boss is a supercomputer master, a programmer admired, no wonder he is the boss. That is the hacker of the Octopus organization, there is no backhand in front of octopus. This thing can be known in the hacker world. It's really a slogan, I've seen it. Even Lutong has once again refreshed the understanding of Lu Zixin, this boss is looking young, actually so powerful. By typing and others are embarrassed to leave. Not only did they not make a list, but network security products were not sold out. From this incident, the inside of the Red Letter Company has been circulated, and Octopus is actually a hidden amnesty. There are even rumors that Lu Zixin is a well-known hacker. All in all, the employees gave him an admiration. The cybersecurity issue of Red Letter Company was finally solved. Lu Zixin is in private chat with Red Hair and others. He deliberately used a fake identity and address to contact them on the internet. "What do you want?" asked the Red Hair message. "It's very simple, you attack, is it someone to instruct?" Lu Zixin asked. "Let us disclose the information of the employer." "Impossible," Red Mao firmly said that this is their principle. "If it is leaked, who will spend money to find them later?" "No, actually, you don't say it, I guessed it. It doesn't matter," Lu Zixin said. "I have always been a revenge for this person. Whoever wants to black me, I am black, so I will bother you, like today's Red Letter, I will come to them once." "If we don't agree?" asked the Red Hair. "Well, with you then your information may appear in the Network Supervision Department," Lu Zixin replied. "CAO, he threatens us." The Red Hair was extremely unhappy, shouting. Companions are also swearing, but there is no use of eggs. Red Hair said, "How can you guarantee that you will not be jealous of us?" "Is it useful?" Lu Zixin asked. "I promise you won't believe it. Rest assured, your level, I really can't see it, I won't find you in the future." Lu Zixin's words almost made Red Hair and other popular vomiting blood. They are also well-known domestic hackers, and they are sought after by many people in the hacking forum. Who knows that today is actually despised by Lu Zixin? It is too shameful. "No way," Red Haired had to promise and said, "Okay, we promise, but you have to abide by the agreement." Lu Zixin agreed, then sent him a piece of software and said, "This is what I gave to you, use this." After that, the virtual identity on the Lu Zixin network was off the assembly line, and the trail was wiped out. "What did he send?" a hacker asked. They started to study the software that Lu Zixin sent, and so on. It was clear that several hackers were sucking in a breath of cold air. This is forcing us to play a big wave," Red Hair sighed. He originally only wanted to harass the former employer and deal with it. But Lu Zixin's software for them is something that can violently destroy the other's network protection and information in a short period of time. Can definitely let the other party drink a pot. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 26. 26 Chapter 26 is escorted. One day passed, Desolate Battlegrounds still did not open. Official Netcom knows that the game is being upgraded and will open more gameplay. Players are of course complaining about this, saying that they don't believe they're ghosts at all. At this time, the two Easter Chicken mobile games of the Tencent game were released at the same time, attracting the attention of most players and going to try. Tencent's Eating Chicken mobile game has finally opened, and it has been waiting for a long time, netizens can't wait. By 12 noon, Tencent's two Eating Chicken mobile games finally appeared on the game platform, and all of them could be downloaded for trial. For a time, a large number of players poured into it and began to experience the legendary Careful mobile game. Inside the Tencent game, the data in the background is also monitored in real time. Just opened for an hour, the registered players of both games are more than 1 million. And it is still growing. The strength of my big Tencent is really unbeatable. Desolate Battlegrounds, it is estimated that they don't even know when the server is repaired. Tencent's game executives are very happy. This grand event has also been reported in major game media. There is a game media comment: Tencent is a giant in the game industry, its strength is unquestionable, it has been so hot since its release, and the previously popular Desolate Battlegrounds has not been opened because of server problems. I am afraid it will lose valuable competition timing. This week's mobile game popularity ranking, the forecast will be Tencent's Eating Chicken mobile game. The live broadcast channels of the Tencent Eating Chicken mobile game have also been launched on all major live broadcast platforms. It seems that Desolate Battlegrounds will be defeated by the powerful offensive of Tencent's game, and it will become a second-line game. However, some of the sounds that are not so satisfying are slowly ringing. In a game opening group friends are discussing the experience of just playing Tencent Eating Chicken mobile game. One person said, "It's so powerful, I feel like it." Downstairs agreed, "Yes, I still feel that the game experience of Desolate Battlegrounds is better. I just encountered 2 bugs when I played. Stability is not good, I am dizzy. It's far worse than Desolate Battlegrounds, really, just playing a few mad at me." Play a few, brother, what are you playing? Speak a few, don't say, civilize you and me. On a live broadcast platform, many netizens are watching the anchor playing Tencent's Eating Chicken mobile game. On the barrage, there was a lot of discussion. This picture quality is not good. Is the anchor open? I am opening Lamborghini at the age of 15, what about you? I sent my grandson a Lamborghini today, what about you? This game doesn't feel good, it doesn't look like Desolate Battlegrounds. The anchor is also analyzing in real time, saying, "For my personal experience, it is better for Desolate Battlegrounds. It's more convenient for the picture fluency or operation. Tencent's launch of these 2 games is too urgent, just now I have a bug, or else I will definitely eat chicken." Barrage, the anchor can really blow, I almost believe it. Hee, what kind of heart do you play with no B number? Is the barrage spray a silly? It's just a game problem, don't blame the anchor. When I saw the anchor play, I suddenly lost interest in playing, or wait for Desolate Battlegrounds to open the service. On the official Weibo of Desolate Battlegrounds, some netizens were in the official website of IT, and asked, when is the service open? Tencent's Eating Chicken game doesn't mean anything at all, wait and open. Guanwei also issued a statement, people wait patiently, the server has been upgraded, and the service will be opened within 2 hours. This game has also been further optimized and upgraded, and more games are open, so stay tuned. Another hour later, the Tencent Eating Chicken mobile game players are growing at a slower rate. However, because there are still many players who have not had time to play, there are still new accounts registered. In a basement somewhere, several members of the Octopus hacker organization prepared the equipment and were ready to start working. Red Hair, you said that if we do this, will that person fulfill the promise? A hacker asked. It should be. Red Mao said, he doesn't have to die with us. So if we attack the servers of big companies, what do they do? Red Mao thought again and again, there is definitely a guess, no recognition, and we can expand the scope and stir the water so that no one knows. That man is really embarrassed. The Trojan horse program given to us is something we have never seen before. When we have finished the attack, we can still sell it. They are ready to start a network intrusion. Tencent Games, the background data is still rising. Suddenly an alarm came, no, there are hackers attacking us. Dare to attack us, courting death, someone disdain said. Not courting death, they have broken through our network protection, damn, has invaded our database. Damn, what's the matter? The Tencent game didn't respond at all, and the network was already framed. Fast, cut off the external network. Tencent's 2 Eating Chicken mobile games are also the same as Desolate Battlegrounds. The server is suddenly interrupted and the player is forced to quit the game. Not only that, but some other companies have also encountered this kind of thing. Awesome hackers attacked them at the same time, forcing them to shut down the server urgently. On the internet, there is a buzz. What do you do, Tencent? The game that was launched will be a problem. I almost ate eat chicken, wasting Laozi emoticon. Several popular eating chicken mobile games can't be played anymore, like yesterday's Desolate Battlegrounds. What happened? The announcement was made, saying that in the emergency repair, the repair time is unknown. What does this make us play? Everyone has a moth. Inside the Tencent game, the top is getting angry. What is the situation? Our company will actually be hacked. The subordinates helplessly said, this situation is too sudden, without warning, and the other party seems to have already broken through the way of our network protection, specifically picked this opportunity. I don't care about this, I will ask you, when can I solve it? This the subordinates are awkward and say, it is not known at the moment, but we are doing our best. The high level can't help but think of what happened to the red letter game yesterday. Is it true that the retribution will come so soon? Be sure to find out, it is best to find behind the scenes, dare to attack us, courage is too big. Not only the Tencent game, but some big game companies are also facing this situation. This is a premeditated hacking, inside a company, management is in a meeting. The current technical staff has not solved the solution. There are no hackers in China at present. The friends in the circle also said that they don't know who did it. Is it possible to be a foreign hacker? It is possible, but what is the purpose of the other party? At present, the hacker has not made any request. These companies are all confused. What they can do now is to fix the network problem as soon as possible and open the service early to avoid greater losses. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 27. Who else is 27? 27? When other game companies were in emergency maintenance, the server of the red letter game Desolate Battlegrounds was reopened. This time, those players finally found a game that can be played, all crowded into it. When they entered the game, they found that this time, the Desolate Battlegrounds game was actually better than before. And in the gameplay, more elements have been added. This game is really upgraded. I thought the server upgrade is a flicker. The cow batch, this is much more fun than the previous games. To do things, I have to pull all the people in the group to play. On the internet, players call their friends. On the game forum, someone posted, the Desolate Battlegrounds server is open, much more fun than before, really good. In the game group, the owner of it, is there anyone who opens the Black Desolate Battlegrounds? In a primary school student is showing off, my King of Glory hit the platinum stage, the cow is not a cow. Cut, the students despise, now who play King of Glory? You're outed, we're playing Desolate Battlegrounds. Desolate Battlegrounds, what a game, I used my damn it under a cell phone. Inside the Red Letter Games company, the staff were pleasantly surprised. Octopus, we have a game to open service, popularity actually jumped 30% than before, but still kept soaring, Zhu and Road report. This is our luck, Lutong also showed a smile. Other games have just been hacked. We have escaped this wave because the server is shut down now. Players are streaming to us. Oh, yes, be sure to protect lest our company be attacked again. Luzixen laughs and doesn't speak. There is a saying that is self-defeating, not living. It's time to taste the pain with the sinners. This is just the beginning, and the servers of game companies like Tencent have been slow to open. The game Desolate Battlegrounds is not only open, but also the game experience is several times better than other games. Just open for 2 hours, the top downloads. And with the new equipment made by the umbrella company from Red Queen, the server has never had a problem. One day later, the popularity of Desolate Battlegrounds has not only not fallen, but has skyrocketed 3 times. Those who have previously used the same mobile game have registered their accounts and changed to Desolate Battlegrounds. With the quality of this game, Even if other games are fixed, it is estimated that these players will not be able to recover. The trend has gone. The top of the net one game is full of size. They also occupied a certain market, and they are ready to die with Tencent. Who knows that the black horse that suddenly killed the red letter game has seized most of the market? Inside the Tencent game, there is tremendous pressure. The time has passed, and the network problem has just been discovered. It is estimated that it will take 12 hours to start operating normally. But now, the quality of the players on the network has been one-sided. It can be said that there is no accident of emergency shutdown of the server, and players will gradually lose to desolate battlegrounds. This accident has accelerated this process. Sure enough, when the major game servers are repaired, the players are no longer buying when they are running again. Not only that, the internet doesn't know when. There are some plugins on these mobile games. A competitive game, if the plugin is rampant, what else to play? The player is naturally screaming and the game experience is very bad. What junk games, all are hanging. Playing is mad at me, don't play, go play desolate battlegrounds. Damn it, mentally retarded, earning so much money, don't know how to fight plugins. In the face of the accusations of netizens, the game company is also hard to say. Who doesn't know this, but the game vulnerability is not fixed right away. Some people have the idea of dragging everyone into the water, and they want to make a plug-in for desolate battlegrounds, but they found that the protection system of people is doing very well, there is no chance. Therefore, under this trend, there has been a strange phenomenon. Players flooded into desolate battlegrounds, causing their popularity to soar. Even all the rest eating chicken flow of mobile game, add up to but better than desolate battlegrounds. Desolate battlegrounds became the first of its kind, and became a hot topic on the internet. Red Letter Games Company has once again become the target of all major platforms and partners. Various cooperation requests, constantly looking for the door. Even the Tencent game had to open a meeting to discuss this matter. This time we spent huge sums of money, to go to war with the studio. More eating chicken mobile game marketing strategies program, can be said to be a complete failure. In the field of games, we have never lost so much in Tencent. You talk about, why is this? The head of the technical department said, to be honest, this time we lost the unprepared. The game production technology of the other side is obviously more than ours, and some of the difficulties we have not yet overcome, they have already solved. The head of the operations department said, the server is also an important issue. This hacking incident, the Red Letter game is the first to be attacked, but they are also the fastest recovery and our emergency response is much slower. At the end of the speech, they have to admit that this small company does have a lot of amazing things. And the last thing, because of the mobile game incident, our company's stock price has also been affected. It's not an wise choice to play against the Red Letter game again. Speaking of this, the tops have some faces on the face. It was their initiative to suppress the Red Letter game, but now, the pressure is not up, but the other side is stepping on the foot. For the benefit of the company, they actually have to discuss how to cooperate with each other. This feeling is really too wrong. However, their face is nothing, the company's interests are the most important. Cooperate, let their games re-enter our platform. If not, it will allow a lot of traffic to enter the competitor's platform. But they have refused to cooperate with us before. That can only make more profit. In desperation, the top executives of Tencent Games can only make compromises. And Red Letter Games Company, taking time to open a small celebration feast. On the wine table, Lu Zixin, Lu Tong, Zuan, and a few executives who joined the Red Letter game soon talked and left. The people toasted together to congratulate the company on its current achievements. Lu Tong first toasted Lu Zixin and said, "Octopus, I will honor you first. To be honest, when I first started to come to this company, I was still very rocking. In a short period of time, We have achieved such an achievement, even Tencent Games have been overwhelmed by us, and we have taken the initiative to let us cooperate with us. I have been working for so many years, and I am the first to face them, defeating them with weak wins, thanks to the wise leadership of Octopus. Luzixin said with a smile, "Old Lu, you don't have to shoot me, it's hard work, you have been working overtime, you haven't taken a vacation waiting for a salary, give you a big red envelope." "Thank you for Octopus," Lu Tong laughed. Then there was Zuan, who was a little excited because he drank some wine. Looking back a few months ago, he still had 2,000 wages for the intern, but now, he is already an executive of a famous game company. Not to mention the high salary, it is his girlfriend, and now he has to look at him. His wife's mother also urged him to ask when his wife would pass the door. All of this is because Luzixin pulled him out and made his life change. Others also took turns to toast. Luzixin was not good to refuse, and drank a lot. Finally, the experienced Lutong arranger sent it back. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 28. Chapter 28 looks up to Daxai. The Red Letter Games company is growing rapidly, and the company's office space and personnel are expanding. Desolate Battlegrounds has also been released for more than a month, and the profit growth is very obvious. However, due to the type of game, Desolate Battlegrounds is still not as good as the King of Glory game in terms of profit growth. And Tencent has a wide range of channels and pan-entertainment development, and Red Letter Games are currently not comparable. Therefore, the current monthly flow does not reach 1 billion, only just over 100 million. Deducting taxes, channel fees, employee wages, soft and hard expenses, the net profit is about 30 million. Moreover, earnings are still growing rapidly, and after stabilization, they can hit higher. A net profit of 30 million a month, for Luzixin, he could not have imagined before. He was happy and calmed down. 30 million, very valuable 10 years ago. But today, 30 million in some first-tier cities can buy a suite. And these 30 million, not all can squander him. Luzixin, the foundation of Red Letter Games Company, knows very well that he relies on what he gets from Red Queen, and his hard power is not strong. Therefore, most of the money earned is still invested in the company's construction. Hardware construction, personnel recruitment, especially the training of professional talents. These things are particularly costly projects. In fact, there is still a way to get rich overnight, that is to prepare for listing. With the popularity of Desolate Battlegrounds, the listed stock price will certainly be squandered, and the random selling of shares will be a large amount of funds. However, Luzixin has never been ready to go public, and he is not in a hurry to ask for money anyway. In the 10,000 Realms Science and Technology Chat Group, Luzixin continues to chat with Red Queen. Red Queen's problems are increasing. She is like a curious baby, often asking questions about human feelings and thinking. Tony Stark, of course, sometimes bubbling, and the structural diagram of the new element has been analyzed and is preparing for the synthetic manufacturing process. Red Queen, why are humans afraid of cloning themselves? Isn't it better to inherit his genes in terms of biological evolution? With pictures, 2 clones. Mr. L, because everyone wants to be a unique existence, hate being replaced. Red Queen, so why do the same clones have the same memory, and the choice of the same thing is different? Emoticon, listen. Mr. L, humans face one thing, they will produce countless thoughts because of a small variable, they will make different choices. Most importantly, humans do not necessarily choose the things that are most beneficial to them, so and intelligence, the way of judging is different. Red Queen, it's still hard to understand. Emoticon, I am probably a computer. At this time, Tony Stark also interjected, this smart is a little bit more interesting than my Jarvis. Luzixin quickly asked, Mr. Stark, what about the new elements? Tony Stark, synthesis after 3 days. Mr. L, I wish you success. Tony Stark, thank you, if you succeed, I must thank you. To date, Tony Stark has finally accepted the existence of this strange chat group. In fact, he still tried to check for a long time, and did not find the secret of this 10,000 Realms Science and Technology chat group. The three casually chatted a few words, and Red Queen suddenly went offline. Luzixin has long discovered that he seems to be the most stable and can be on the line. But no one else can go online at any time, maybe the signal is not good? It's really tired to manage a business, Mr. Stark, how did you do that? Luzixin asked. During this time, the company's business has stabilized. Luzixin feels that his ability to manage a large company is a bit difficult at present. If it is not for Lin Tong and others, it is estimated that there will be a lot of jokes. Tony Stark, manage the company, no, I never care about the bad things, I only concentrate on doing my research, or having a nice holiday with the beauty. Mr. L, worship you. Tony Stark, I can only give you some advice on this, it is to find an assistant who will manage the company Stark Industries. I have been handed over to Pepper Potts. Well, there is housework. Pepper Potts is Tony Stark's female secretary and family director, and Tony Stark doesn't care anything but research. The rest are handled by his female secretary, and his female secretary is called a small Pepper. Luzixin is full of envy, yes. There are so many things in the company. If there are more businesses in the future, you must not be exhausted. That's not what he wants, or he has to find a helper. Mr. L, MS Boz is a good helper. Tony Stark, yes, you have to find a helper, and you must find someone you can trust, just like Pepper Potts. I can trust her unconditionally. Even if I am at home with someone else's woman, she will be ready for me in advance. Safety, said, of course, this stupid thing I have not done now. Luzixin couldn't help but feel that the life of the capitalist was really corrupt. Tony Stark, oh, start busy, talk next time. Mr. L, goodbye. Luzixin, at first glance, the group activity has been 101/200, and 99 is still in order to appear the next random red envelope. The option to randomly invite group members is also cooling, and seems to be longer than the last cooling time. A few days later, Luzixin went to Zhongchen University to study business management courses. Many business managers will pursue similar courses and enhance their abilities. This is what Lu Tong gave him. After Luzixin thought about it, it made sense and it was implemented. Zhongchen University is not only a famous university in Zhongchen, but also a university of higher learning in the country. Luzixin also spent a lot of time on the management course of this school. At the entrance of Zhongchen University, Luzixin wore a casual outfit, which was quite emotional. Since graduating, the fast-paced life has made him forget that he is still a young man in his early 20s. Only in the university, if you see energetic students and beautiful young girls, you can feel the beauty of youth, and the pace of life seems to be soothing. The corporate management program is a training course run by Zhongchen University for executives and students who want to study for MBA. Therefore, the students in this course have both corporate elites in the society and students from Zhongchen University. Luzixin arrived in the classroom a quarter of an hour ago, and there are already many people here. Most of them are talking to each other, especially those who are dressed in suits and shoes, and who are not students at first glance. Luzixin looked at it and the position in the front row was gone, so I found a place behind and picked up professional books to watch. He was dressed in casual clothes, and he was young and looked like a student, so no one was looking for him to chat. Beside him, a few people are talking about the heat. Less than 3 minutes from class, the professor of the lecture has come in, and Luzixin has put down the book. At this time, a female voice came from outside the classroom, "Come on, be late. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck." How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 29. 29 Chapter Double Crit Sister. The sound was crisp and sweet, and it immediately attracted the attention of many people in the classroom. Within a few seconds, I saw two girls panting and coming to the door of the classroom, apparently trotting all the way. Although it is nearing the fall, Jiangqing's climate is still hot, so both of them are relatively cool. One of them is wearing an orange-red knit off-the-shoulder short sleeve, a long, beautiful hair and a micro-roll at the bottom. The figure is good, the same color of the jumpsuit, revealing the white and slender thighs. The face is good, but Lu Zixin thinks she may be suspected of cosmetic surgery. After all, it is similar to the face of the actress of Korea. The other person, the feeling is more comfortable. She wore a white t-shirt and showed two lotus-like arms. The chest is quite large, giving the t-shirt a three-dimensional look. Because it is still breathing, the mountains are ups and downs. The waist is slender, and the big long legs are also dazzling. The pens stand together, and underneath are a pair of white sneakers. Overall, her body proportion is more perfect. Her hair is shorter than her companion, but she is more temperamental and spiritual. Fine eyebrows, bright eyes, goose egg face, fair skin, although not very stunning, but it belongs to the kind of girl who looks more and more charming. Lu Zixin couldn't help but look at it more. In the classroom, both the elite of the workplace and the students of the graduate school have gathered their sights on them. Two young and beautiful female students are much more attractive than the old professors and books on the stage. Teacher is good, the two sisters reported at the door. The professor of the class nodded and the two came in. They looked around the classroom, and there were people in the front row, so they sat down in the back position, very close to Lu Zixin. After starting the class, Lu Zixin regained his attention and listened attentively. I have to say that this training class is still a bit useful. There are many flaws in the management of business management. The experience and theory summarized in system, as well as various cases, are more inspiring. Lu Zixin has benefited from the practical problems he encountered in managing Red Letter Games Company. However, Lu Zixin has never been a schoolmaster who can keep focusing for a few hours. Inadvertently, he took his eyes to the side of the sister. The long-haired girl is playing with her mobile phone, and the temperament short-haired girl is taking notes carefully and typing on her laptop. This kind of enterprise management training class basically takes a laptop to take notes, because it can also receive the electronic information sent by the lecturer in real time. She sat upright, a pair of long legs pressed tightly together, the body leaned forward slightly, from the side, just can see an S-shaped arc. The neck of the swan is as elegant as the neck, and the lines of the chin are also very natural, especially like the charm of the Chinese character in the calligraphy. The lips are gently licking, the nose is like jade, the eyes are bright, and the carefully painted lume is wrinkling, seemingly thinking about something. Short hair just covered the ear, she rubbed it with her hand. At that moment, it was like a swan that took care of the feathers of his neck and was elegant and beautiful. I am going, killing on the side, double crit, Lu Zixin yelled, and he had to admit that the girl's side face and his movements had just followed his heart. It can be said that the movement of the moment just made the charm of women undoubted. Such a temperament girl, Lu Zixin has not seen it for a long time. When I was in school, the girl who secretly loved seemed to be better than her. Lu Zixin had an idea in his heart, this training class is not a loss, you can find a way to get to know each other. If Lu Zixin saw such a girl before, I was afraid that I would have an attitude that could be viewed from a distance. But now his mentality is completely different, so his ideas have changed. How do you get in touch? Lu Zixin had a small abacus in his heart. When you think about it, the easiest thing is to know it directly, but the other high-value girl of the other party must have been accustomed to this way of knowing, and will not put him too seriously. Luzixin saw her laptop and suddenly the divine light flashed in her head. Yes, you have to know, there is a way. The other party's computer must be connected to the network in order to receive the electronic data sent by the lecturer. And here is the public wireless network of classroom multimedia equipment, which means that it can connect to her laptop through the campus network. Luzixin turned on his laptop and operated quickly. He was very skilled in invading the campus network, secretly observing the sisters' computer model, looking for this type of laptop in the classroom's wireless network management center, and then sent Trojan horse virus. This kind of virus is not a big hazard, just a prank. Enterprise Management course materials. The girl saw a file transfer on her computer, and she didn't want to receive it. Once received, her notebook was poisoned. Not only cannot operate, there is a pattern of octopus. The sister stunned and said to her companion, "Cao Nan, virus in my computer." "Well, what happened?" Next to Cao Nan, the long-haired girl surprisedly said, "What are you doing? Wouldn't you secretly download a small movie?" "Go," the girl shook her head. "I just sent someone a courseware information. I received it as soon as I received it." "Why, isn't it a courseware?" She was puzzled. Cao Nan also shook his head and said, "I don't know the computer. Do you have important information in it?" "Yes, my paper has been written for more than half, just inside." "What to do?" The girl was in a hurry. "What can I do? Send it to repair, or find someone to help you see it. You should be able to fix it," Cao Nan comforted. Luzixin smiled in the heart. "Brother is ready. Sister, come and ask me." The girl was anxious for a while and went to class. She looked around and wondered if she was looking for a question. In her eyes, boys seemed to know more about computers. Luzixin is next to her and is looking for an opportunity to help her sister repair the computer. Suddenly someone walked directly toward them and asked, "Is there a problem with the computer? I heard you say it during class." He is in his early 20s, looks pretty handsome, is about 1.8 m tall, has a big back and shines brightly. Wearing a foreign brand that Luzixin doesn't know, from the Rolex watch he wears, the clothes should also be famous. "Yeah, can you fix it?" asked the short-haired girl. "And halfway robbery," Luzixin frowned. "Of course, I am doing this," the man smiled confidently and said, "I will help you." "Thank you, I have my paper in this notebook. I must help me," short-haired girl warned repeatedly. "Package on me," he confidently with a smile. "Handsome, what is your name?" Cao Nan, a long-haired girl, asked curiously. "Su Cheng, what about you?" "My name is Cao Nan, this is Suzhirong." From Cao Nan's answer, Luzixin finally got the name of the short-haired girl, Suzhirong. Cao Nan seems to be very interested in Su Cheng, has been chatting with him, and Suzhirong, more concerned about the papers on his computer and hard drive. Luzixin watched him quietly. He was waiting for the opportunity. "If you say that your Trojan horse virus is cracked, the hacker of the Octopus organization is the first to refuse." The Black Technology Chat Group of the 10,000 Realms. Author, Huo Dong. Chapter 30. Chapter 30 looks at you quietly. Su Cheng began to drum up Suzhirong's laptop. He seemed to be a bit technical, but the opponent was Luzixin, who passed the computer skills of Red Queen. He took a long time and didn't figure out the problem. "You made a mistake," Luzixin reminded. "Well," the three men looked back at him and Suzhirong asked, "Do you know how to get it?" "Of course I know," Luzixin is sure. Suzhirong was happy and wanted to ask him to help repair the computer. Su Cheng frowned. "Do you understand, this is not a simple Trojan horse virus at all. I can solve it," Luzixin self-channel. "Would you please fix it for me?" Suzhirong looked forward to Luzixin. "I can pay for the repairs. I have a very important paper in the computer." Luzixin smiled in his heart, but nodded on the surface. "Of course, the repair fee is nothing, a little thing. Really, that troubles you, says Hirong gratefully, her voice is very good. Wait, Su Cheng didn't agree, but he just promised to make a guarantee. The two sisters have been looking forward to it for so long, and their ratio has not been installed yet. How can we let others cut off the who? He analyzed, I am not kidding, this Trojan horse virus is really complicated. If you are not careful, it may smash all the contents of the hard disk. It must be handled by professionals. He said that. Suzhirong hesitated, the computer is very important, and the paper is also very important. Is it for the people in front of you to fix it, or to get a professional computer repair shop? Luzixin said with a smile, you said too exaggerated, this kind of virus, I can get it in 1 minute. That's why you didn't see how complicated it is, Su Cheng disdain said, tell you, I graduated from computer science, and my family is an electronics company, this research should be higher than you. Aside, Cao Nan asked, Su Cheng, what company is your family? Tiancheng Electronics, have you heard of it? Su Cheng asked. Tiancheng Electronics, I've heard of it, Cao Nan was surprised. That's the famous electronics company in Zhongcheng. My computer is the Tiancheng brand. Really, is Tiancheng Electronics open for you? Of course it is true, Su Cheng was a little proud. The current chairman is my dad. He said this, the people in the classroom looked at him with surprise in his eyes. Zhongcheng Tiancheng Electronics Science and Technology Co., Limited is famous in the city. They are mainly engaged in research and development, sales, technical services, etc. of computers, computer consumables, electronic professional fields and related products. This company is also a company with a market value of hundreds of millions. The son of Tiancheng Electronics chairman is also very weighty among these elites. Some people even think about it and think about how to make Su Cheng. Cao Nan also reveals the emoticon of worship, it turns out that you are so powerful. Suzhirong's pretty face is also slightly surprised, I can't think of this to repair the computer itself is so big, or a rich second generation. Do you believe now, this is not something you can do well? Su Cheng looked at Luzixin and his eyes pressed him. However, Luzixin didn't eat this one. He asked, can you fix it? Su Cheng said in a tone of stagnation, I want to study this. Suzhirong couldn't sit still, she said quickly, still don't waste your time, I will go back and find a repair shop. Nothing, I will help you solve it now. Su Cheng is not arrogant, and has to finish this ratio. Lao Gao, he yelled, and a man in a suit came over quickly. The man was nearly 30 years old, and he was quite a beer belly. He smiled and looked at the old scorpion, and he saw the old fritters in the workplace. General Su, what? Asked Gao. Are you born with technology, can this be repaired? Su Cheng explained to Suzhirong, Lao Gao is the manager of our Tiancheng Electronics. I used to study this. Gao Yi looked at two beautiful student girls, and my heart immediately became clear. It seems that Su Cheng wants to pick up a girl. Su Cheng is the son of the chairman. He also owns 10% of the company's shares, so he called Su Cheng as Su. He has always been the chairman of the board of directors, good at slipping. This time, Su Cheng will go to the business management training class. Gao Song will take the opportunity and accompany him to class and pull in the relationship. Gao Hao knows well, the chairman let Su Cheng learn these things, I just want to slowly hand over the company to his son, so he has to hold his thighs in advance. Su Cheng explained the identity of Gao Song, Cao Nan, and Suzhirong suddenly felt tall and upset, and even some fear. They are ordinary students, actually let a Henan Cheng heir and manager to repair their computers. If you say it, your classmates and friends don't believe it. When Gao Hao looked at the computer, he frowned. It's a little trouble, Su, you see this pattern, this is the octopus. Luzixin under the virus, deliberately left the octopus pattern, Let the octopus hackers back. I don't know if this is an octopus. Su Cheng didn't understand his words at all, his voice was angry. Gao Hao is a bit embarrassed, he thought that Su Cheng knew the octopus hacker organization. However, at this time, we must take care of Su Cheng's face. He said, this octopus is an extremely complicated virus. It can be said that the antivirus software on the internet is very difficult to resist, and it must be solved by professionals. General Su, if your friend wants to fix it, I will take him back and let the technicians fix it. There is no problem at all. Is this not good? Su's Hirong was hesitant, and she wanted to say no. She didn't want to bother with others, and brought her personal notebook back to repair. What if some personal information was seen? Nothing, Gao said. This is a trivial matter for us. I have to fix it. Let Su always give it to you. It is not good. I will leave the class and let Su always drive you to headquarters. I can get it today. He is taking the opportunity to give Su Cheng the opportunity to get along with Su's Hirong. Su Cheng said that he would immediately say, yes, this kind of thing, my company's technicians will get it in minutes. If you don't feel at ease, you can watch them, it shouldn't take long. Cao Nan also said, you are so good, sad, is that right? This, Su's Hirong still wants to refuse, but can't find any good reason. When you bring it back, the information in the computer is gone, Lu Zixin said. I'm afraid you didn't figure out what this virus is. His speech made Su Cheng angry. We don't understand, don't you understand? Of course I understand, Lu Zixin said. I have seen this octopus virus. I don't have much to say about the principle of operation anyway. After a few minutes, when the virus parses all the data, it will automatically format the hard disk. I can't find the information. As he said, Su's Hirong was worried. What should I do? Can you solve it? 1 minute. Lu Zixin raised a finger.